Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech, and in this session what we are going to learn. In this session we are going to see how to connect a remote MySQL database, a free remote MySQL database. As again I want to just mention here, we are going to connect a free MySQL database for practicing friends. Okay, so we are going to use here our local Python script to connect our remote MySQL database. Okay friends, but before we move to our practical friends, if you learn something from our videos, please consider to subscribe our channel. Okay friends, so let's start. So friends, as I told you, for practicing we are going to use here our Python script. Okay, and we are going to connect our remote MySQL database. So I am going to use here a free DB which is a free MySQL online database server. Okay, so it's really help us to practicing how to connect the remote MySQL database. Okay, so simply visit their website. I have already made the video on how to use a FreeDB. So visit their website and just create the account with your Gmail ID. You have to create your account with Gmail ID. So I have created my account with my Gmail ID. So simply I am going to log in inside my account. Okay, it will open the dashboard. Okay friends, now we are on our FreeDB dashboard, and here we need to create the database, the username and the password. So simply we are going to create a Freedom Tech as a database name, Freedom Tech as a user, and password is just a simple 1234567 for just a practicing. Click on create database. It will create a database within minute. It's free, but the service is really good. Okay friends, so we have now our database, our username and password. Also we have our remote host. Okay friends, now open which VS Code, or you can open a Thony Python IDE. So I'm going to use here a Thony Python IDE, Python editor friends. Okay, now first we need to install a MySQL connector. Okay, simply open your terminal. This is what our terminal, and here we are going to run the command sudo pip3 install mysql connector python and hit enter. It will install MySQL connector Python package inside your Raspberry Pi 4. I have already installed. As you can see, requirement is already satisfied. Same process you want to follow on the Windows machine, also on Ubuntu machine. But in Windows, there is no need to sudo. You just want to run the command pip3 install MySQL connector -python. In Windows, it will install MySQL connector. Then after you can mention a connector inside your VS Code. Okay, so I have already installed the package. Now in Thony Python IDE, I just want to set like this way. Okay, so first of course we need to import our connector. So import mysql.connector. Then friends, I need here a datetime strf time. For that I have mentioned here from datetime import datetime. We are going to use this datetime method in some time. Okay friends, so now what we want to do, we want to mention here our all the information, our remote host information, our database name, username and password. Okay, so simply we are going to create here a variable. Again you can mention any variable. So I have mentioned here a mydb as a variable. So mydb is equal to mysql.connector.connect. This is what our model. MyDB is equal to mysql.connector.connect, and what we want to connect inside the bracket, we want to connect host is equal to freedb.tech. Okay friends, then username is, what is our username? Username is freedbtech_freedomtech. Then the password is 1234567, and database name is our freedbtech_freedomtech. Okay friends, so you have to mention like this way. MyDB is just a variable is equal to mysql.connector.connect. then open the bracket. As you can see, this bracket is start here and end with here. Okay, open the bracket, and inside that bracket you need to mention here the information about your database. So host name, username, password and database. That's it. Now we have our information. Now we want to check the connectivity. Okay, the connectivity with our local Python script to our remote MySQL database. Simply for that we are going to mention, we are going to print this mydb variable. So print mydb, and if I run the script, just a minute, I just want to, okay, now run the script. It will take some time. And as you can see friends, this message, this mysql.connector connection message is basically show us that we have successfully connected with our remote MySQL database. Okay friends, now we are ready and we are going to create, we have our database. Now inside that database we are going to create our table. Okay, also friends, one more things, you can use here a phpmyadmin also. As you can see, visit phpmyadmin. Simply we want to click on visit phpmyadmin. It will open the phpmyadmin our phpmyadmin dashboard. Okay, but friends, I have already opened once a phpmyadmin, that's why it's not asked me here the username and password for entering inside our phpmyadmin. Okay, so you need to mention this username and this password, this username and this password for going inside the phpmyadmin. Okay friends, so remember one thing, you need to mention this username and this password for login inside the phpmyadmin. Okay friends, so I have login inside our phpmyadmin, and here it is what our database. As you can see, freedb tag, freedom tag, and there is no right now any table. Okay, there is no table, so we are going to create the table using our Python script. Again, I am going to open the Tony Python IDE, and here we need to first create our cursor. Okay, so simply a is just a variable. Again, a is equal to, this is what our mydb. Mydb is basically now our connector.connect, and all the vital information of our host name, username, password and database. So we are going to use this information mydb. This is what mydb.cursor. Okay, okay friends, now we have our cursor. Now we are going to use this a variable, means our cursor, to executing our queries. Okay, so now first thing, we need to create the table inside our database. So simply, this is the query for creating the table inside our database. Okay, so a.execute, a is our cursor, so we want to mention this variable a. Again, you can mention any variable, huh friends. So a.execute. Okay, a.execute, inside that in bracket we are going to mention a create table, then distance. Distance is our table name friends. I will mention all this script. Okay, you have to just remove this hash for particular query. Okay, and you can make more and more practice. Okay, so a.execute create table, then distance is again our table name. Again, you can mention any table name. Okay, so distance is table name, and inside that date time is just a field. We are going to create the distance a table name, and inside that table name we are going to mention a date time is field, and date time is a varchar 255, and distance is again another field, and distance is also varchar 255. Okay, so this is what our query a.execute. Now if I run our Python script, okay, so as you can see, we didn't get any error. Okay, so if I go here and I just want to refresh our phpmyadmin dashboard. Okay, and as you can see, distance is now here. So we have successfully created our distance table. As you can see, this is what our table, and inside that we have our two fields, the date time and the distance, which we created using our Python script. This is not a local MySQL server, this is our online MySQL server friends. Okay, so date time and distance is our two fields inside our distance table, and distance table is inside our freedb tag underscore freedom tag database. Now I want to mention our data inside these two fields, date time and distance. Okay, so simply, as I told you, I want to mention, I want to insert the date inside our date time. Okay, for that we want to mention here our from date time import date time module. Okay, and then here date time is basically like this way. Now date time dot now, and date time is equal to now dot strf time, and the date time format, the hours, the minutes and the seconds. Okay, so if you are familiar with the Python, you know how to mention the date time. Okay, so this is what the date time. Okay, now we don't want to create the table, so just comment this query, and we want to create the database. Okay, not database, sorry, we want to mention our data inside the two fields. Okay, for that we are going to use here these two queries. So this is what our data, and a dot execute sql data, and we are going to use here mydb.connect. Okay, so friends, SQL is just a variable. Okay, again you can mention any variable. So SQL is basically for we are going to insert values inside the table. Okay, so insert, as you can see here, insert into distance is our table, so we are going to insert a value inside the distance. Okay, so insert into distance, and inside that distance we have our date time and distance. If I open our phpmyadmin, as you can see, we have here a date time and distance. This is what our two field. Okay, and we want to insert some data inside that date time and distance. Okay, for that here query is like this way: insert into distance. Okay, and the date time and date distance, and inside that we are going to mention our value. Okay, so for the value format, like this way, value is basically ampersand s ampersand s. Okay, so this is what our query for inserting the value inside the two fields which we created. Okay, now I want to mention the data inside now date time and distance. So data is equal to, this is what our data is equal to date time. This is our date time. Okay, it will take the date time, so I have mentioned this date time variable, and here I am going to mention a random number like this way, 23. Suppose we have connect to our distance sensor with our Raspberry Pi 4, so this is what the distance. Okay, so 23 is just a distance. Okay, so date time it will take from here date time, and this is what our distance 23. Then a dot execute, again a is our cursor, so a dot execute, it will execute what will be execute, it will execute this SQL. This is what our query SQL, and this is what our data. So a dot execute SQL, we have to mention the SQL variable, and we have to mention this data variable. So a dot execute SQL and data. Then mydb dot commit, again mydb is what, this is what our mydb, so mydb dot commit. Okay, now we are ready, and I am going to run our script. So click on here, run script, and as you can see, again we didn't get any error, so it means we have successfully insert our data with current date time inside our table. So if I open the phpmyadmin, I just want to refresh our page, and as you can see friends, currently the time is 10:25. Okay, and the date time is 10:24. Okay, and the distance is 23. If I again open our Python IDE, and if I run again the script, okay, open the phpmyadmin, refresh the page, and then as you can see friends, we have our second entry with 10:25 time, and distance is 23. So this is the way friends, I will mention the script. This is the way friends you can insert your data inside the remote MySQL database, and it is really best for practicing. Okay, so suppose if you want to drop the table, then what we are going to do? Open Thony Python ID. I have already mentioned here that query also. Okay, now we don't want this query, so again comment it, comment and comment. Now if you want to drop the table, simply you have to run the query like this way: a dot execute drop table and mention the table name. It will delete the table. Okay, so if I run this query, again as you can see there is no error. If I open the phpmyadmin, refresh the page, and as you can see friends, there is no table right now. In freedbtech underscore freedom tech there is no table and there is no value. Why? Because we dropped the table using local to remote using local Python script to our remote MySQL. So I hope you will learn something from this video. I will mention the script. Okay, so please practice more friends. We'll meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.